Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. Yesterday, I was a DNP, did not play. Didn't get a chance to make a video. I got hit in the head by a 2x4 when I was building the haunted house for my daughter's school and went through concussion protocol. And today I was cleared. I can make a video. No, just kidding. I got a hard hit. It was nothing. But yeah, I did want to take the day off yesterday just because it's the bye week. Let me just breathe for a second. But the only thing that conversations that were happening yesterday, they were talking about the Urban Meyer story and then the whole bunch of the never-ending Dak versus Wentz arguments. I'm not too much interested in the Urban Meyer situation simply because I just think it's just noise. He just opened his mouth and then Jerry, compounded it or whatnot. I guess maybe to put some heat on Garrett or something. I don't know. But it's not. I don't think it's serious in the least. But anyway, I'm not that big of a fan of Urban Meyer or college coaches in general. Lincoln Riley is the other name that I keep hearing floating around or whatever. I will say, that's just a bias I had against college coaches. But the professional game now is moving more towards the college game. So it might give college coaches, a better opportunity to be successful in the pros than they have in the past. But for me personally, if it doesn't go, for me, I have one guy that has been my number one. Even back, I've got videos here on YouTube that I wanted him above Jason Garrett, and that's Josh McDaniels. He's my number one. I mean, let's say he's my number two. My number one is Jason Garrett to prove me wrong and win the rest of our games and win a Super Bowl. That's clean. That's perfection right there. I just don't think that'll happen. But if it does, I'm the happiest person in the world. But if we have to replace Jason Garrett, my number one is Josh McDaniels. And the Dak versus Wentz argument, it's just never going to go away. The only thing I will say about that, moving away from that Philly game, is we need to know how blessed we are to have a quarterback that sizes up to, if not better than, the quarterback that was picked second in the overall draft, and people just dote over. You know what I'm saying? Dak was a fourth rounder, and he's compared to this guy. They're not even comparing Goff to this guy. They're comparing Dak to this guy. So if you just stop and think about the huge number of struggling first-round quarterbacks that has entered and exited the league in the past 10 years, you'll see how amazing that this actually is. And for a few of my fan base that don't like Dak, just think for a second how hard it will be to acquire a guy in the draft that has done what he's done. Not saying he's perfect. He's still learning. I got mad at that interception against the Eagles. He owned up to it, which I actually loved, but he's still learning. But some of us, older ones of us, oldest me, we've been through that quarterback search with Jerry Jones, and I'm telling you right now, it ain't pretty. It ain't pretty at all. Tonight we have the Vikings versus the Redskins. I've admitted several times that I was wrong about the Redskins. I thought they would be a lot better than this, but I still can't let it go. I'm looking forward to seeing them play a real competitive game versus the Vikings tonight. I kind of want Case Keenum to get his revenge over Kirk Cousins. I said I wasn't talking junk about Kirk Cousins anymore, so I'm going to just stop it right there. But I kind of want him to get his revenge over the Minnesota Vikings. And I don't want the Vikings to get any more confident than they are right now because they're riding on a real high. And on a personal note, the wife is cocky. And my little girl keeps reminding me how many games the Vikings have won and how many games the Cowboys have won. So I'm tired of hearing that. I want to see a similar number there moving forward, especially by the time we play. I wanted to have the same amount of wins. That's just personal, though. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow, and then we'll talk more about this week's games. But enjoy your bye week. Enjoy your bye week. Don't stress about much. We can just sit back and watch some games and then stress a little bit when the Giants come next week. All right, holla at you. Peace.